Hello, my friends. I am back with another bag review video, but we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually going to be reviewing the bags that my dog Shira sits in when we go out. And yes, her paws are wet because we just washed paws from coming back inside, right? So I'm going to go through the 3 bags that I carry her in from least used to most used, and I will link them if I can. Um, and I'm going to show you some great ways for your pets to ride in style, right? So for reference, Shira is a toy multi-poo. She is just over 7 pounds, and she wears a small in most dog things, sometimes an extra small. And oh, hi, baby. I'm sorry. This is how big she is. For reference, she is more leg than anything, I feel like. So yeah, I want to show you what I carry her around in and just have a fun little puppy video. I also have a lot of the things that I use for her just as a city dog in the link that I'll put below. So I have, like all of my Amazon links and everything on my website. So if you want to find any of the stuff that she wears or uses, it'll all be linked there if I get it through Amazon. But one of these bags is not from Amazon. And so, yeah, well, let's go into it. All right. First, we have our least used bag. She's going to want to hop into all of these. And this is a sling. So I will show you how all of these wear as well. But this one, it has an adjustable, and you can also unbuckle the strap for easier on and off. I will say this one's not super easy to use, frankly, but it was especially good when she was a puppy. So it does have, the reason I chose this one is it has a nice deep zip pocket here in the front. It holds my phone, wallet, keys, kind of all the basics that you need. And it did come with a little leash attachment to like keep them in the bag better, but we don't really use that, so I did take it off. But basically you wear it just like a sling, and then the inside is lined in a smoother fabric. So the outside is like a sweatshirt material, which unfortunately does collect hair and lint and stuff. And so we've taken this to daycare, which is why it has hair on it. She does not shed. And then the inside is a little bit slicker just to keep it cleaner. When it's cold out, I'll put one of her little blankets in there too. Shira, come here. Want to load up? See if she'll get in. She doesn't like this one as much. Come here. So to put her in, this is going to look awkward on camera. I'm going to pick her up and stick her butt in there first. And then, oops, sorry, baby. Make sure all the legs get inside. So the nice thing is she's already advanced my body. It's hands-free, obviously. So if we're going somewhere where I know people aren't going to mind that I have a dog with me, like they might want to pet her, and I want my hands free, but I don't necessarily need to be like completely free. Like I'm definitely not going to be changing clothes or eating or, whatever. Like I've taken her to like a little gathering of friends in this, or if I'm going to be, I don't even know. I frankly, I don't use this one a whole lot, which is why we're starting with it. But we might have to, not sure how far this is going to have to go to like really get a good view here. But this is kind of the view. It is fairly easy. It does not seem like the most comfortable for her. Also, I'm not really sure how much of me you're seeing here yet. She's fine with it. She doesn't love it. If she gets really excited and like wants to get out, she will start like climbing out of this. And the other downside is if I take it off and set it down, she's out of the bag, right? It's not containing her really in any way. It's just a way to kind of get her up off the floor, essentially. So yeah, that's this particular sling bag. I think for a sling bag, it's great. It does its job. It was pretty cheap. And it's, very like sturdily made. So I do like all of that, but it is not our favorite. So on to our next option. Okay, so up next we have a shoulder carry bag. And this one was our most used for a long time until I more recently in the last couple of months got the next one that we're going to use. I would say this one's probably her favorite for comfort level, and I'll explain why. But first, just to kind of get some of this out of the way, also I did not take anything out of these, so I want you to see them how I use them. The reason I chose this over some of the other similar like tote style bags on the market is a couple of things. One being it has this really large zippered pocket on the side. I actually have like her travel food and water bowls in here along with other things. And then I'll, if I'm taking this, I'm not taking a purse. So I'm throwing my wallet and everything in here too. So I wanted a secure zipper pocket that can hold a lot. It has another mesh pocket on the backside, which is what I usually will put her leash in, or if I have like a water bottle or something, although sometimes that kind of falls out, but her leash definitely goes in here. And then it has two other smaller mesh pockets on the side. And I keep a hand sanitizer and a face mask for me in one of the pockets. And then I'll put my phone in the other one when we go out for easy access. The mesh does not hold up really well. I have had to stitch these together. I actually had the same bag before and it just got a little too shredded. And so I did replace it because it's, again, pretty affordable. You can undo the top strap. I almost never do. And then the part that she actually sits in is you can zip this back very far. So it can be very open. This, of course, is all mesh throughout the top here for lots of ventilation, but it is still very like cozy and cave-like for them. And then inside here, I have a little bed that kind of fits in here and then a blanket on top of that. And underneath, I actually have one of the fabric pee pads just in case there was to be any accidents. She's never had an accident in any of her bags, but when I was first getting her and she was a puppy, I didn't know. And so I got that and it's just stayed. And it's nice because then when I do want to clean this out, which I don't do nearly as much as I should, I could take all of that out and clean that. And the inside of the bag stays pretty clean, which is also why I put the blanket on top of her bed. Because then, she, if we're out and she's got muddy paws or something and I put her in the bag, then I just have to clean the blanket and it's very easy. And then this can also snap back halfway, has little snaps here. So I'm going to do that. We're going to show you how we carry this bag. I have a blanket down here because I don't want to get these all over my floor. Right, Shira, you load up? Yeah, load up. This is something that we've been working on here too. And this bag will go on my shoulder like so. And this is how we carry this. So I will say this is, pretty standard doggy travel bag, and it is really easy to use, especially handing it off between people. Like my former roommate / ex-boyfriend and I, shared a lot of her responsibilities, and so he would take her out. There's no like readjusting. You can wear it with a coat. It's easy to grab and go. You can zip her fully into it, so she's not going to jump out like the other one that we just went over. And because you can zip her fully into it, and it is actually long enough for her to fully lay down and curl up, I take this one when we're going out somewhere that she's going to be in the bag for a while. So if we're going to a restaurant, I bring this bag and then she can just be in there and zipped up. And I've trained her because, again, she's a Manhattan dog and a service dog. She goes pretty much everywhere with me. So this bag is really great when we are going out to a restaurant or show or whatever, because she will just sleep in here. She's sat through like very, very long dinners or events where she won't make a peep. She just falls asleep in her little bag and she likes it. Sometimes I'll throw a toy in there for her. And when I have it open, she likes to have her head draped over it like this. And she's gotten to the point where she really, she sees any of these bags coming out and she's like, oh, we're going somewhere, which is why she loads up so nicely now. So it's kind of a safety blanket for her, a little cozy cave. What do you think? She's sleepy. We were just out. All right. And now I'm going to show you our third and recently most used bag. Okay. So those last two bags I did get from Amazon and they were relatively cheap. This bag was much more of an investment and was purchased from its own company website, which is called Sook, I guess, SSOOK, right? It's a Chinese company. So this is a backpack. they actually call it the front pack because you can wear it on the front of your body like a backpack. I won't put it on the full way because of the microphone right now. But you can wear it this way. You can wear it as a backpack. Can hold it by the top, but it's difficult. And I have really been loving this as like an everyday commuter bag, especially when we were commuting into the office. Because again, similar to the sling, it allows me to be hands-free if I need to carry or do other things. But it does hold her very securely. I will say she is small enough, she has crawled out of the side opening here. So both sides of it have mesh sides like this, along with the front has this mesh, so it's very ventilated. So you have the three sides that can have ventilation, and then all of them also, do this one, can be zipped fully shut. I think it'd be very cruel to have an actual pet in there, but you can do that if you want to just have one of them open if it's really cold out or to protect from rain or something. You can do it that way. Or if you're not carrying your pet in there and you have other stuff you don't want falling out, you can do that as well. So the front also can do that. But now this one has some interesting pockets as well. So when this is not snapped over the front, which is how we have it when she's riding in it, this has a magnetic pocket right here, and I actually have my wallet in it at the moment because we were literally just out with this. So I can stick my wallet in there. You can also, if you want, tuck these in the front flap, or you can do the snap like I just showed you. Again, the mesh can also unzip if you want to leave it open at all times. And then the main compartment, you unzip like that, and that is how she gets in and out of the bag. So the other features here, so each of the sides have these little drawstring pouches. I actually have some stuff in here I need to take out. But what I will do is on the side, I keep a hand sanitizer, and I'll usually put my umbrella sticking into here as well. Both sides have this same mesh on them and the nice strong bungee cord. And then they have a little slip pocket, which is used for the flaps to tuck into, so they're not just flying in the breeze there. You could also put cards or something in there. It wouldn't be super, super secure, but you could do that. The other side does have, I added this little charm on there. It says good girl. This has a actual, you could put credit card in it, slot on the side. I've put my keys in there before. And it does have this little D-ring on here as well that you can hang a poop bag off of, or keys or whatever you want. But that's kind of the exterior pockets. The back side does have a trolley strap if you need to put this over a suitcase to go. We have done that when traveling. There are D-rings on the shoulder straps as well if you need to hook anything on there. And it does have a chest strap for more security if you want to use that. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard backpack. And then on the inside, we have additional pockets, which also really sold me. So I'm not sure how well you're able to see this from here, but this does have, it's Velcro, a very large just slip pocket in the back. You can kind of see my arm in here. And I have gotten a 13-inch MacBook in here without a case on it. It was a tight fit, but it did fit, and I was able to carry my computer and her at the same time in that pocket. And then there's also a magnetic pocket right on the inside of the opening here, and I have some wet wipes in there. That's pretty much the size that the pocket is, so not a whole lot bigger than the wet wipe pack. But that fits in nicely and Velcro shut. I would refrain from putting any treats inside of the interior pocket since your dog is in there, or cat, I suppose. And then there are two little D-ring clips in here to attach a leash to. It does come with one of those little leashes for inside. Again, we never use them, so I've taken it out. And then I added one of her little blankets in here to make it cozier. You can purchase their branded pillows that fit in here specifically for this bag. And if it wasn't already so darn expensive, I probably would have. Also, I didn't want to take up more space because, and I'll show you in a second, she does, like, we really probably should have gone up a size. So this is the medium. For her weight and measurements, that is what she measured for. She would be much more comfortable in a large, but she does fit. So there is that. But this was an expensive bag. I believe this was about $300. I'll link everything below so you can check it out. And as of right now, it comes in black and a cream color. Shira, can we load up? Can we come here? Come here. Let's load up. I'm gonna get in. Okay. So here she is in the bag. You can see, she can sit up in it and everything. This is very well structured while still being, a little malleable, but it has a very firm bottom. It's a very sturdy, what's it, like trapezoidal, almost triangular shape to it. So it has kind of a maximum space for minimal footprint, which I think is amazing. I'm gonna zip her in here. This is how she likes to ride. Sorry, baby. She likes to stick her head out and rest it on here. And again, I will put her leash and poop bags in this pocket, which gives her a little bit more to like rest her chin on. Baby, sure. Stick your head out. So this is how she likes to ride in here. Now let's see if I can get this set up so you can see us with the backpack on. All right, I think more or less in camera here. So this is the backpack. Again, this is the size medium. And this is what it looks like. So often I will have both sides unzipped, especially if it's a nice day. She can stick her head out. The funny thing is, like taking the New York subway or even just walking on the streets like this, everyone's like, oh my God, there's a dog in there. She's so cute. And, on and on. But she also likes it because she's up higher. She can see everything going on. She does really like this. It's funny, even though it is a tight squeeze for her, she knows her bags are her safety places. And so if I set this on the ground open, she will go curl up in it as well. So when I would take her to work in this bag, I would set it on the ground and she would curl up in it like a bed. If I go anywhere else, same thing. So if I just leave it open, she does feel very, I think, safe and secure in this. But her head is pretty much always sticking out the side like that because it is a tight squeeze. Can you show a little more of your body there, baby? I don't know. But you can see on the profile here that it does have a very, again, flat, sturdy bottom. There is no sagging at all, which is really great for the pet. It's very supportive underneath. It's not hard. It's not like they're sitting on steel or something. I'm not sure exactly what it's reinforced with, probably some sort of plastic. It is a very lightweight bag, but I love that it doesn't sag or collapse or anything, and it gives her like a lot of good space in there. So yeah, this was our latest upgrade, and I'm really happy with it. I was very terrified spending that much money on getting a dog bag from China. I'm like, do we really need it? The shoulder bag works fine. I love it. It's great. It's much more ergonomical. So when I am able to wear a backpack, like, not every outfit really works with that, especially if you have like a big coat or something. And it does, get your back a little hotter like a backpack will if you're like walking a lot out in the sun or something. But that's going to be any bag that you do that with. So that's why we keep all three options, because there's different occasions where we will use these different options. Thank you for demonstrating, baby girl. Okay, you can get out. She doesn't even want to get out. All right. Shira. So yep, she loves just sitting in her bags. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed watching Shira's bag review video. Again, everything that I can link will be linked below, including the website where I keep links to all of the things that I get for her that we love. And I can't wait to see you in our next video. Again, if you are wanting to enter the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, please make sure you are subscribed and keep watching the videos, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing something, words are leaving me. I will be doing something in a video after I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark that will tell you the other detail to enter, which will essentially be commenting on that video, something specific. So you do need to be watching, and we do need to get our subscribers, but I've been so thrilled with how quickly the channel's been growing lately. We went from about 650 to I think we're at 725 subscribers in a month, and I'm very thankful for all of you. So please stick around if you enjoy these kinds of videos. We have another Bobble a Bag on the way I'm very, very excited about. And I've got some other fun content coming, including apartment updates and all of that. So I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.